Good morning, students, and welcome to our English 8 Quarter 4 last discussion or week 8. So, this is Aljay Buhian, your English 8 subject teacher. May you enjoy and listen well in this discussion. Okay, so for this week, we will be discussing or talking about delivering a self-composed speech. But before that, let me introduce to you our learning objectives for this lesson. So, at the end of this lesson, you are expected to deliver a self-composed speech using all the needed speech conventions, write an informative speech, and deliver a self-composed speech. Okay, let's begin. So, what is an informative speech? An informative speech is written to provide interesting and useful information to increase the knowledge of your audience. So this might involve providing information about a person, an animal, or an object. It might center on information regarding a process, a how-to speech, just like for example, how to surf the internet. So basically, when we talk about informative speech, its main focus is to inform its audience in order for increasing the knowledge of the audience, and also to provide interesting information. So when writing an informative speech, there are elements that are needed in order to have a successful and effective informative speech. For us to convey our knowledge and our ability to explain the subject. So we have three main elements in writing a successful and effective informative speech. So these are the knowledge, key points, and interest. So first, let's talk about knowledge. So this establish credibility by demonstrating expertise and knowledge of the subject, conveying information, presenting ideas, facts, and statistics to adequately inform the audience about the subject. So basically, when we talk about knowledge, it talks about our capabilities or our expertise about that kind of subject. Then second, we have key points. So repeat all the key points to ensure maximum knowledge retention. So when you are going to write an informative speech, so make sure that you need to have a repetition of all the key points or the important subjects, that is for us to ensure the maximum knowledge, or the audience will have a great retention of that knowledge that they have gained. Then last, we have interest. So this is conveying the subject with enthusiasm and including unusual facts or anecdotes about the subject. So when we are going to write an informative speech, we need to have to make sure that our audience or our readers maybe have an interest in continuing listening or reading the the information that you want to reveal to them, or you want them to hear from you. So that's what so that they will not lose interest and will not read it continually, or they will not continue to read it. Now let us talk about the structure and outline of an informative speech. So we have here 5 elements, or the structure on how we outline an informative speech. So first is you have to have your opener. So give the opening or icebreaker or the attention grabber. So when you are going to have an informative speech, you need to have this opening, icebreaker, or attention grabber, so that your readers or your listener will focus on you, or they will be interested in listening to you. Then second, we have introduction. So tell them what speech is about and what your main points will be. So before you go on with your informative speech, or before you go to the step by step, or the detailed information, you need to have your main points be revealed on your audience, so that they will know, they will have a gist on what you are going to inform them, or reveal to them. Okay, then knowledge. So these establish credibility by demonstrating expertise and knowledge of the subject, conveying information, presenting ideas, facts, and statistics to adequately inform the audience about the subject. So this talks about our expertise and knowledge about that certain information. Then next, confirmation. So these confirm and repeat the key points. So for us to let them have a retention of our information that we have revealed to them, or we have passed on to them, we need to repeat it maybe 2 or 3 times for them to have a great retention. Then lastly, the conclusion. So try to end with a memorable punchline or positive statement. So when you are going to have, or to end your informative speech, you need to have a memorable punchline or positive statement that will give them an inspiration, or maybe a motivation on the information that you have given to them, or you have onto them. So those are the structure and outline of an informative speech. Okay, so now let's move on to the 5 steps method for improving delivery. So this talks about our informative speech delivery. So step 1, you need to read aloud your full sentence outline. So listen to what you are saying and adjust your language to achieve a good, clear, simple sentence structure. So that is for the step 1. Then step 2, practice the speech repeatedly by the speaking outline. So become comfortable with your keywords to the point that what you say takes the form an easy and natural conversation. Then step 3, practice the speech aloud. Rehearse it until you are confident you have mastered the ideas you want to present, and once you know the content, you'll find a way that is most comfortable for you. Step 4, practice in front of mirror. Tape record your voice practice and or present your speech to a friend. You should be looking for feedback on the rate of delivery, volume, pitch, nonverbal cues such as gesture, card usage if you have, and eye contact. Then lastly, the step 5, do address rehearsal of the speech easy. So natural conversation, then under condition as close as possible to those of the actual speech. So those are the 5 steps in improving our delivery for an informative speech. So thank you for listening, and may God bless you on your activity for this lesson. So you can also access this video on our GAITF LCMS platform, www.lcms.gaitf.com. So this is Aljay Buhian, your English 8 subject teacher, signing off.